Hey, it's Vaughan from Your Career Mastery, and today we're talking about having and building a career strategy and a vision for your career. Well, firstly, why is that important to even have in the first place? Well, the first reason is that great things typically don't happen by accident. You need to have a plan and a strategy and a vision for your career because that gives you direction. And then once you have direction and you have a plan, that gives you something to work towards. That gives you a set of actions and a set of goals that you can be working towards in order to drive your career forward. But it also means that you're in charge of the direction of your career. It makes sure that you are the one that is shaping the path that you want to build for your career and the places you want to go and projects you want to work on, the people you want to work with. That should be something that you are proactively trying to build for your life and for your career, not something that you're at the mercy of based on whatever place you happen to be working and whatever places you tend to get jobs. You want to be in control of your career and your career direction, and having a strategy, having a vision, and having a plan and a set of actions behind it means that you're going to be able to take control of your career, which will lead to a much more satisfying, much more exciting, much more enjoyable career. Well, the first part of this is you need to take some time to sit down and define for yourself what your dream career looks like. Where do you want to work? What kind of projects do you want to do? Who do you want to work with? What city do you want to work in? What country do you want to work in? What kinds of companies? Big companies, large corporations, small companies? Do you want to work for a company that's listed on the stock exchange? Do you want to work for a tech company? Do you want to work for a company that is good for the planet? Do you want to work for a charity or a small business? Whatever it is for you, you need to take some time to sit down and write on paper exactly what you want your career to look like. Now, it doesn't mean you have to have every single part of your career all figured out and all mapped out, but it helps to have a general sense of direction. Because like I said before, that gives you a set of actions and goals that you can work towards to start building that dream career for yourself. And once you've mapped out that vision, now it's time to start building an action plan. So where you need to start is you need to be constantly, proactively working to build your skills and also build on your weaknesses. I suggest taking some time to do an audit of your skills and experience and say, all right, cool, what am I good at? Where are my skills really strong? I can keep building those skills, but also don't ignore your weaknesses. You need to be taking time to say and evaluate, where are my skills weak? Where do I need to develop? Because in many cases, it's actually developing your weaknesses that is going to advance you forward in your career. If you're good at a particular skill already, yes, you can keep refining it and improving it, but really the value in your current role is coming from your current skills of what you can do and achieve. And if you can do and achieve more for a business by working on your skills that are not as strong and then building your skill set, you can offer more value to a business. And that's going to open you up to more opportunities and more roles and more money, better salary opportunities, better bonus opportunities, managing a team, managing a department, etc. So if the business you're working on has a development plan, this is where you absolutely want to be putting in those key focus areas to improve on your weak spots and really develop those out. And if the company that you're working on doesn't have a development plan formally in place as part of your professional development, you don't need to wait for them to do it. Build it for yourself. If your company does not have a development program, you need to take control of your own development program. That's super important. And the great part about that is there's no limit to it. And even if they do have a development plan program in place, you are still the person who is most responsible for driving your development forward. Not the company, it's all on you. So whether it's doing courses, going to seminars, reading books, networking, that is on you to drive that. And that's the great part because there's no limit to how much you can drive your own career forward. That way you're not hamstrung by your day-to-day role. Outside of work or within work, you can proactively seek out opportunities that are going to improve your development areas. Like I said before, you need to have direction. So you don't have to have every single stage of your career mapped out because let's be honest, even if you did, things will change, your values will change, your life stage will change, broader business, macroeconomic circumstances are constantly changing, technology changes, everything changes essentially. So great to have a sense of general direction, skills you want to work on, places you want to work for, things that interest you. Follow what you're interested in and what you enjoy. Don't just follow the money. If you're a highly skilled, highly valuable employee with a very rare set of skills to offer the market, the money will follow you. The money follows value. The money follows people who can drive results for a business at a high level. Money follows people who've got very specialized sets of skills and experience to, again, drive results and drive value for a particular company. So as long as you're focusing on moving the needle in your development areas and improving your skills and getting more experience, the money will follow. But in terms of the actual job, don't just get into a job because you think it's going to pay really well. Obviously, don't take a job that is not going to pay you what you believe you're valued, but you should really be trying to work in industries that you find interesting, because that's just going to make your whole life better, right? We spend so much time at work in our jobs. There's no reason why you should be spending all your days in a job that you don't like. So have a sense of direction driven by what you're interested in and what kind of work makes you feel motivated and inspired, but also keep working on your skills and experience, because that's super, super important. And then the last note is just about having mentors. So it doesn't have to be a formal mentorship process, but I highly recommend finding people in the company that you work in and building a relationship with those people that's kind of like a mentorship program. So this could be your manager, it could be the GM, it could be someone in a different department to you entirely, who's got a really great set of skills and experience and great values, and it was someone that you really admire and just get along with. And you really want to try and pick a mentor that's, say, 3 to 5 years ahead of you, because they can see the next step for you in your career and they can help you seek out opportunities and point you in the right direction. As with anything in life, we don't know what we don't know. So having mentors who know what we don't know, who can help fill those knowledge gaps for us and point us in the right direction, that's invaluable, and that can shave years off your professional development learning curve, but also aligning with people who are senior leaders and who are ahead of you in terms of their career. That can help open up opportunities for you as well as they move on in their career. They might want to take you with them because they know you and they trust you and they know that you admire them and that you follow their values, and that can lead to some really great opportunities as well. So I hope you found this video helpful. It's all about building a career strategy, and really the one takeaway from my perspective is all about focusing on your development plan and building on those weak spots. For me, public speaking is a real big weak spot that I'm working on this year, because I know that in order to take on more leadership roles and more senior stakeholder roles in the business that I'm working in, I need to really dial in my professional development or my professional presentation and speaking skills as well. Hope you found this video helpful. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. And if you've got any questions, shoot them in the comments below. I'm Vaughan from Your Career Mastery, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.